Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Van Ahn & Company. It's Friday, March 24th. I'm going to go over the markets with you. Weaker tone here into these grains after all together this week just couldn't hold it together for majority of them. So beans closing down 15.25 cents lower here, down 24.25 on the week. They are resting on some support lines near that 9.80 mark now at this point. Really in the beginning of the week, it looked like $10 was going to hold. Midway through, you just got too many talks of big crop coming from Argentina along with Brazil being one. So we know Brazil is a big crop, continue to get higher estimates as they progress along with harvest, but you have about a month out for Argentina harvest and really starting to increase those and wondering if you're even going to see them increase even more like you have seen in Brazil. So that was enough to kind of push beans past the $10 support and push them to their 9.80 mark. Over into the corn market, down 11.25 on the week, only down 0.5 cent on the day. So corn was actually able to hold itself against the soybean market, which was impressive to see. Now, March 31st, we're going to get acre numbers. Those are already factored in, but really, for the most part, you're starting to see some support here into this corn market against the bean market because of the price relationship and also the demand that pops up here into the corn market when you're at this level. Wheat market up a little bit on Chicago wheat. Overall, down on the week. Minneapolis wheat actually down 5 cents on the day, down 13.25. So a little bit of pressure into the wheat market once again as you get some areas of the winter wheat. A lot of talk, you saw those fires across the winter wheat area, and really you have a lot of rain moving through, some good forecasts moving forward. It's supposed to be wet for the next month or so down there, so really that's where you saw some of that premium taken away from the wheat market. Overall, what you're watching for into this grain markets moving forward is, next Friday is our cattle on, or next Friday is our planting intentions quarterly stock. That is a big report. I can't stress that enough. And so that'll be what these markets are really prepping themselves for. Also, export sales. Soybeans actually only have around 350,000 metric tons left to fill their export for the entire year. So what it's saying is that from now until September, we can only have export sales of 350,000, or you're going to have to start changing that structure in the S&Ds. We had over 700,000 last week, and that's a lighter one. So chances are that you're going to see some demand pop up in these bean market, and you're going to have to see some adjustments move for as far as that goes into the export sales, running strong in corn as well, but not to the degree you are in beans. Over into the meat markets, a little bit of pressure here in feeder cattle, down 32.5. Overall, though, about $2 higher on the week. Live cattle slightly lower on the day, but overall up as well, over 275 there on the week. And then lean hogs, over $2 lower on the day, pushing it just shy of $2 lower on the week. So overall, you had some strength or steady trade into hogs until today market. What you had is cattle on feed this afternoon. Marketings came out 104%. Expected was 103. Placements came in at 99%. That was expected. And on feed came in at 100%, and that was also expected. So nothing out of that cattle on feed report. So you've really been chasing cash trade. It was starting to slide this last half of the week. Still strong. Still having futures to a discount. So we got to watch that as well, because one of them has to change, and if that you're starting to see that cash start to slide, that's going to be a little bit worrisome. Outside markets, you had some strength in the Dow, actually fading now, down about 60 to 70 points. That's due to the fact that you're looking like you're not going to be able to get this healthcare pass. They haven't voted on it yet. Their vote is later on today, but it's looking like they don't have enough votes, and that's really what's turned the stock market from being supportive to negative on the day. Other than that, I just have to close with a disclaimer. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and may not be suitable for all producers. Have a great weekend.